somehow I ended up with 2 more shoes. What's up everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of selling my sneaker collection. Last month I made the first video and now it's March 1st. We've been 2 months into the year and I want to show you my progress. Unfortunately, I haven't sold as much as I wanted to. So the plan was to get rid of 2 shoes each month. I only ended up selling 3 and I ended up buying 2 more, so it's like I only sold 1. So yeah, 2 months in and we're not at a good pace. On that first video, I had 57 pairs, sold 3, bought 2 more, so I'm at 56 and I'm not where I want to be. I should have been at like 53 at least, but I'll start off the video by showing you what I picked up. First off, here we have the Dame 9. I ended up getting these on the Adidas website for $54 before the tax. I thought it was a really good deal and I wanted to get a pair. Plus, I thought this colorway was really clean. It fits a little bit tight, so I don't even know if I'm gonna keep them now. I might just end up returning them at Adidas. I might have to try them on again to see if they fit. They are a basketball sneaker, so you might have to break it in. I do want to start playing a bit more. Like today's a perfect day. It's cloudy. It's not hot outside, so it would have been a great day to play. And I want to get a pair for a cheap price, and this was it. Like I said, they fit a little bit weird, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna try them on again and probably do a full review on them. And then I think you already know what the second pair is from previous videos. I have the Kobe 6 All-Star. This was a must have in my opinion. Probably the best Kobe to drop the entire year, and I just could not pass on them, so I had to get them. It is another basketball shoe, but I personally don't plan on playing basketball with them. This is just more something that I want to wear casually, and I don't want to destroy them because they are a predominantly white sneaker. Plus this like synthetic material here is gonna get really dirty. And then this one was kind of pricey at $190 plus the tax. I'm paying close to $210, which is kind of expensive. I don't want to spend that much unless I get rid of more things. And then now we're going to talk about the 3 shoes that I ended up selling. The first one is the Adidas and Sean Wotherspoon or Ketro. I had these sitting around for a bit. I tried them on and they weren't crazy comfortable because I have a wide foot, so the middle of the shoe was kind of bothering me, and I was planning on selling it. I actually had it listed on GOAT for a good amount of time. The box was slightly damaged, so I had to list it as a damaged box, and then eventually it sold for I think around $250. After all the fees, I ended up getting around $219, which is not a bad price. I believe the retail was $160. I have to look that up. I technically made a profit on those, and they were just the shoes that I just wasn't really wearing. I did like the colorway, the design a lot, and that's the reason why I ended up holding on to them. But I had my issues with the comfort because of my wide foot, so I had to get rid of them. And then luckily I have a GOAT drop-off location here. So I ended up going there to drop off the shoes, and then it takes like either a day or sometimes the day of. They authenticate it and then I get the money pretty fast. And then that way I don't have to worry too much about shipping, because sometimes I've had issues with things getting lost and I really don't want to deal with that. For selling shoes online, my go-to has been GOAT, to be honest. I used to sell on StockX a lot, but they have to be pristine. The box can't have any damages. I've had something like shipped back just because it had a little slight scratch on the box. So I hate just the whole authentication process with StockX, how the box has to be in perfect condition. I sold a PlayStation with like a little bit of a scratch, or I think it was a tear on the box. They ended up returning it saying it wasn't in the perfect condition. So I just wish they had an option of shipping out like a damaged box. Luckily, GOAT does have that option, so that's why I've been using it. You could also sell used shoes on GOAT. I know I've sold some used shoes in the past, and since I do have a drop-off location, it's pretty easy for me to just drop them off and get my money close to the day. And then a few days ago, I wanted to go to a couple of resale stores to see what they offer. So I ended up taking, I think, 4 shoes. I had the J-Tips Omni 9s. I really like this colorway, but that's another shoe that I have an issue with sizing. I wish I had a size 10 instead of a 9.5 because they fit really small. So I'm gonna end up getting rid of these. And another shoe I had an issue with sizing is the 1906L in the silver colorway. This ended up jumping up in price. I did not expect these to go above like $300 to $400, but I got a half size too big, so I want to get rid of them. I also brought the Jordan 5 clot lows. These are used and I just don't think they're super comfortable because of the satin liner. I'm a big fan of these Jordan 5 lows, but because of the comfort, I just want to get rid of them. And then last, I have the Hidden NY Asics. These are used. Another shoe that I have issue with the comfort because I have a wide foot. I probably should have gone up half a size. So I ended up going to Syndicate because it is the closest one to my place. I went in store, and then unfortunately they did not want to take 3 of the shoes. They did only want to take the Hidden NY Asics. They originally offered me 140 and 160 credit, and then I just said, can I get 150? And they were cool with that. I thought that was a pretty good price. You could get a brand new pair for around like 250 right now, and if it's used, you could only probably sell it for around 200, which I believe that's the price they listed it as. It was so much easier just to get the 150 straight up, not have to deal with shipping anything, whether it's like Go, eBay, or any of those sites. That's why I go into those resale stores to see what they offer. I was expecting them to give me at least some store credit, but they didn't want to do that. So I moved on to another store. This one here is Sneakerheads on Melrose. I've taken the J Tips and some New Balance before, and they told me that they don't really sell these models that well. So I only brought in the Jordan 5 lows, and then luckily they offered me like 60 bucks, so I took it. About a month ago, I ended up selling these on GOAT for I think a price of like $80. But I accidentally hit the cancel button, and I couldn't ship them, but I got close to the same amount. I got 60, I probably would have gotten around like $60 on GOAT. It saved me the trouble of dealing with that. And they're also used. I did end up spending maybe $200 retail on these. So it is a pretty big loss, and I didn't really wear these that much. But because of like the satin upper, they creased really bad. So I could see why they didn't offer a good amount, and I took the $60. And then I wanted to return a pair of shoes to Nike. I went to the Grove because I wanted to take back the Nike Lunar Roams that I've had sitting around for a bit. I like this colorway and this shoe, but they're currently going under retail, so I figured I just get rid of them, and if I really want them later on, I'll just get them on a website like GOAT or StockX. I also got this Kobe baseball jersey in a size small, but unfortunately it fits really big. I was excited to get this. Retail was $150. It even had like this flannel liner, which I thought looked really cool, but the sizing was really bad, so I just had to return it. I really want to keep it. It's super thick. I've never had a baseball jersey like this, so unfortunately, I just had to return it. But back to the Lunar Roams, I ended up buying those maybe like 6 months ago. I asked if I could return these, and then unfortunately they said they couldn't. All they could offer is store credit, which kind of sucks because I thought you could really return anything to Nike if it's brand new, unworn. I've only tried them on, so they weren't even used, but for some reason they only offered me the store credit. It could just be a thing depending on the location. I've had this issue before in the past where I've gone to a Nike store and they wouldn't give me a refund, and then I went to a different one and then they gave me a refund with no complaints. So I might just go to a different location and see if they'll give me a refund. If not, then I'll probably keep these. I really do like them. I just don't think I'm gonna wear them anytime soon. Actually, let's go back talking about the Hidden NY Asics. I ended up getting those at Cool Kicks used. I don't know why they sold them used. They look pretty new in my opinion. They might have just tried them on in store and then they'd have to sell them used. They had them at Cool Kicks for around $180. I brought a pair of shoes. They offered me $100 and then $120 store credit. So I took the store credit and I ended up paying the difference, which was $67. So if I want to make the math in my head, it's like I paid $167 for them and I got back $150. So that wasn't a bad return, especially since I did wear them a few times. So overall, I have not been doing a good job. Today, I'm going to take a bunch of pictures, probably post them on GOAT, and I'll also post them on my Instagram to see if anybody wants them. It is kind of hard to sell to strangers because they're going to want to use PayPal. That's going to take fees. Also, you got to pay for the shipping and all that stuff. So I personally just like selling to GOAT because I can just take them to the drop-off location. But unfortunately, I'm still at 56 pairs. I need to bring it down to like 50 pairs by the end of the month. I'm definitely got to grind to get rid of these. I've had a few people message me saying I should donate them, but I do want to make some money back since I did pay a good amount. And then before I end this video, I will say sneakers this year have been pretty tough to get. They've been making them a lot more limited, especially Nike for some reason. We just had a Jordan 12 drop today, which aren't like leather free, so I didn't go for them, are reselling for above 300 when 12 usually used to sit for a good amount of time. Same thing with those metallic 5s. So yeah, who knows what these releases are going to be like. If there's something you really want, I recommend just going for it. You could always return them. If you get them from Nike, yeah, you could do free return. That's going to be it for the video. Let me know if you're in the same journey. Have you made any progress? I've sold some stuff, but I'm not really moving it as fast as I'd like to. So we're gonna try to push it a little bit faster, and I'll make another video to give you my progress. If you do enjoy watching this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.